Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective...
Oh, what a mistake! He might be in here! Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl. And he's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
Zola. He's having a hit! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
No way through. Pirlo promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Pedri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's running away. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Shot could shoot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Internacional restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Eto'o. Just eases him off the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Zola pinches it off him. Gullit. And the ball's come loose here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to clear it. There's the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Pedri. And that is a little undercooked. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Messi. He's having a pop! Oh, crossbar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Somewhat off target. Yeah. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi goes short. Now it's Messi. Goes for the shot! It's run loose, this time surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And this is Eto'o.
Barcelona really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and...
Oh, just the keeper now! Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vieira. Spread out to the left. Not the most accurate pass. Eto'o might just make this. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pirlo, that has not gone well. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's Eto'o! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Internacional drag themselves back. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Gerrard. Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's forced to go back. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Zola in acres of space out wide. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Eto'o. And the whistle goes for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And that's the second half started. That pass has been well intercepted. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely weighted ball. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Neymar. Threads one in. Gerrard. Pedri. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. And that's a dangerous... And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Messi, and this is Eto'o. And they can counter here. Pirlo. Neymar looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Roberto Carlos. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Zola. Here's a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Hullet. And it's Pedri. Look at the space here. And the pass is intercepted. Hullet. He's in plenty of space here. Pedri. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is ended up in no man's land. Baresi. And it's Vieira. And here's Eto'o. Pedri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking for the run. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Pedri. Good read, needed to be. Gerrard. Now it's Eto'o. Pedri gets a good foot in there. Pirlo. No, it's come to nothing. That's a sharp pass. Zola, and he welcomes it in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Neymar. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking to play him in. Messi in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now that looks a decent ball. Dink through. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Messi.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pedri. And this is Del Piero. He's picked his way. Goes for a shot! And he's heaved it away. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
All hands on deck for this one.
Pirlo, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 22.
Messi plays it short.
El dorsal 9.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
El dorsal 8. Xavi.
The final seconds now.
El
Pelé.
dorsal 18.
Oh, shooting chance!
El dorsal 99. El dorsal
Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Minuto de descuento.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. They've played it
Gledaj si
short.
sneg, brate, čuti jebote, Gledaj što ću da izgubim od ovog lika, jebote, kurac. Užas.
And that
Pustio
is
sam
the
ga.
last of the action. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Ha, brate, Noob sam, šta ti kažem, znam da sam Noob. Jebem ti igricu mrtvu, kako sam. Gubim od lika što nema pojma. Da sad ovo, tipa 50.000 i neki najbolji rank. 7.805, jebem ti govno. Kako ide stream na Twitch? Jer ako ga primite, vi ga primate. Zašto svi koristimo snack bug od demo što si rekao. I dalje radi evo te.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway.
It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim. Well, what I like about this...
Šta misliš, zašto nikad nema 5 zvezdice? Oj, 5 crtice, svi imaju 5, brate, imamo 4 uvek, konstantno. Sad će kažeš lošku koji teša jedan to dugo.
And it's Azar. Azar going face to face with his great rival. Azar. There's the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Hazard. And this is Eto'o. Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. Seedorf. Internacional, yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Messi. Oh, that's superb. Lovely finish. Can he finish? Goal! Internacional! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied.
Surely he... Great chance!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He won't be happy with that one. Thiago. Now it's Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Eto'o finding himself in space. Showing good feet. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Varane defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Thiago. And he skips past his man. Good chance here! That was superb goalkeeping.
Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. Now it's Messi. Goes for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Internacional have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hazard. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Del Piero, tries one from range. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Del Piero.
This is the time you need that pace. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Eto'o. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. No, that's been intercepted.
Internacional really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. And the counter is on. Neymar. Thiago. Hazard. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard cuts it out. The final seconds now. Seedorf. Maldini has it in a wide position, and that's aimed into the middle. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Internacional with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So let's get the ball rolling. Internacional leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Neymar. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And Messi! No, just not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Tries a shot! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting better and better. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Internacional are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, important interception. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So their fourth corner of the game.
El dorsal 17, Hazard. El dorsal 11, Thiago. El dorsal 5.
Madrid are looking to go forward now.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
Gerrard
El dorsal 10.
takes on his marker.
El dorsal 42.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
El dorsal 19.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Eto'o! Up towards the front line. He has found the way through. Ernest. And that's out of reach. Internacional are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's found a way, real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Nesta. One is ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Great pressure, plenty of it. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And here's Romario. And Romario! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rijkaard. Could move up a gear here. Eto'o. No way through there.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Big chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid have their 3rd corner. And he's taking no chances there. Internacional have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision. Picks out. Oh, shooting chance!
Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Yaya Toure. Oh, that's fabulous. Hoeneß scooting forward. Fermin providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good climb! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Internacional find a position of real strength now. Nicely shaped ball. Yaya Toure. That's the keeper's ball.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Lopez. Fermin stood his ground strongly. And that has left him in a heap. Stood up well to him there. That's the end. Internacional pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness.